Whether you're new to the Roanoke and New River Valley, you're just passing through, or you've been here all your life, you may not realize how many amazing hikes are in this area. But where do you start? I'm here to tell you the 3 must-do hikes in the Blacksburg and Roanoke Valley. Hey everybody, it's your local real estate agent for the Roanoke and New River Valley. One of the best things about the area is the hiking, and I do a lot of it. If I'm not working with clients, I can definitely be found on a trail. And it's not the same trail every day. Hiking trails are in an abundance in this area, so picking the right one can be a little overwhelming. Today, I'm here to offer the 3 must-do hikes in the Roanoke and Blacksburg area. All 3 hikes are just a short drive from Blacksburg and Roanoke and can be found near the small town of Catawba, Virginia. It will take you between 30 to 40 minutes to get there from both Blacksburg and Roanoke, and it is well worth the drive. All of these hikes are included in the Virginia Triple Crown. This is a once-in-a-lifetime hiking experience that consists of McAfee Knob, Dragon's Tooth, and Tinker Cliffs. You can hike each one of these individually or take the 32-mile backpacking loop completed over multiple days. Either way you do it, be prepared for the challenge and the reward. McAfee, Dragon's Tooth, and Tinker are all located on the Appalachian Trail. It's the most popular footpath in the United States, and it runs through 14 states from Georgia to Maine. The trail consists of over 2,100 miles, and many people called through hikers attempt to hike this entire trail in 1 year. So keep an eye out for these folks. They will not be hard to miss. While you're on the AT, be respectful of the Leave No Trace policy instilled by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. This means be mindful. Leave no trace of your presence behind. Pack out all of your trash, including your toilet paper. Bring a designated bag with you for your trash. That will be super helpful. These 3 hikes are maintained by the dedicated volunteers in the RATC, the Roanoke Appalachian Trail Club. They are responsible for over 120 miles of the AT. So if you see one of these volunteers out working on the trail, be sure to say thanks. Without them, this trail would be a mess or fail to exist. If you do decide to do all 3 hikes in one go via the loop, there are plenty of places to camp and get water. Campfires are limited in many locations, so please adhere to any signage present on the trail. Now, let's get to those hikes. Number 1 must-do hike, McAfee Knob. This is located in Catawba, Virginia, Roanoke County. It is a moderate to strenuous hike depending on your experience. The total length of the trail is 3.9 miles up to the knob, so it's a little under 8 miles round trip. McAfee Knob is one of the most photographed spots on the entire Appalachian Trail. It is also the image you see on the movie poster for Walk in the Woods. It's displayed on all the Roanoke County signs and featured on the ATC license plate for Virginia. Because it is the most photographed spot around, it is extremely popular, especially on weekends. To support the number of visitors to McAfee, there are 2 parking lots. The first one is off of Highway 311. This is the most popular of the 2, and because of that, it fills up fast. If the parking lot's full, don't be tempted to park along the highway on 311 if you cannot get space in the lot. You will get towed. Just head on down the road towards the Catawba Sustainability Center where there is ample parking. The only catch to the parking at this location is that it extends your hiking trip by 2 miles. But for some of us, that is a benefit, not a downer. Just be prepared to go a little longer. The trail is a pleasant climb with plenty of places to pop a squat and catch your breath. In order to get a view like this, you will need to gain an elevation of 1,700 feet. As you hike along the mountain, you walk beside ferns and grasses, along ridges, boulders, and through dense forest before ending up at the top. Be prepared for the crowds when you do reach the top. There will be people and dogs everywhere, posted up, but there is plenty of room for you to enjoy yourself, the sunshine, and the view. If you do want a picture of yourself at the most photographed spot on the AT, and who doesn't, then be prepared to wait a bit as the line forms. Once it's your turn, have fun and make the most of the experience. Planning the perfect pose will give you something to think about on that 4-mile hike up the mountain. Plan on spending some time up there. Pack a lunch and enjoy the 270-degree panorama of the Catawba Valley, North Mountain, Tinker Cliffs, and the Roanoke Valley. Even if there is limited visibility, the knob is still photo-worthy, and on those rainy, foggy, overcast days, you often have the entire place to yourself. The knob takes on a whole different persona in this type of weather, so it is still a great time to get out and enjoy the trail. The second must-do hike is Dragon's Tooth. The trailhead is located just a couple of miles down the road from the McAfee parking lot. The parking lot is spacious and often more crowded than represented in this photo, and it's located on Highway 311 in between the towns of Catawba and Newcastle. Like McAfee's parking lot, if it becomes full, do not park on the highway or your car will be towed. The trailhead is visible at the far end of the parking lot. The total length of this hike is 4.8 miles round trip. The first half is a rather easy stroll. The footpath is very easy to maneuver, and there are plenty of campsites and places to chill out and check out various communities that make this forest home. Don't be fooled by the fact that this is the shortest hike on the list. Dragon's Tooth is the most challenging one of them all. At Lost Spectacles Gap, you will meet the Appalachian Trail, and this is where the hiking turns to bouldering. It also provides a time to make use of the iron climb bars that are there to assist you as you make your way up rock walls. Because of this section of the hike, in my opinion, this hike is not dog friendly. I see people with dogs, and I made the mistake of bringing my own one time, but I vowed never to do it again. The rock walls make it very difficult for you and your dog, and it's just not fair to the dog. Take your time, follow the Appalachian Trail white blazes that through this section are often painted on the rocks, and look around. The views are stunning, and the rocks offer many spots to sit down and take a breather. At the top, you immediately see how this spot got its name. For an even more unique view, climb the 35-foot tall quartzite rock spire that reaches into the sky. Whether you climb the tooth or not, this hike is well worth the challenge for the stunning view of Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains that it offers. If there's a hidden gem on this list, it's Tinker Cliffs. It is special for a number of reasons. It is less crowded than McAfee and Dragon's Tooth and still offers the views and then some. Like the other two hikes, Tinker is also just a short drive, under an hour, from Blacksburg and Roanoke. Getting to the parking lot for Tinker is easy, but be aware the parking lot sign out front will say Andy Lane, not Tinker Cliffs. This lot is well marked and located on Catawba Creek Road. This road can actually be accessed from Highway 311, the same road you use to get to the McAfee and Dragon's Tooth parking lots. Behind the kiosk in the parking lot, you will find the trailhead, named for Andy Lane, a great trail maintainer who dedicated his life to this area and whose spirit lives on throughout this beautiful trail. This trail is moderately difficult, a 7.7 out and back, and very dog friendly. It is super diverse as you get to hike through a cow pasture, over bridges, through areas that make you feel, if summertime, that you are in the middle of a jungle. The whole time you will be hiking upwards through a series of steps, roots, and switchbacks that take you to Scorched Earth Gap, where you meet the Appalachian Trail. From there, you walk alongside rock formations for a very short time, and then you start seeing the cliffs and the views. One of the best things about being on the cliffs is that it's not as populated as McAfee or Dragon's Tooth. And in May and June, the rhododendron blooms are amazing. There are enough little places to pose for photo without the weight of McAfee Knob. And this climb also offers a great place to take a nap at the top of the mountain. So bring on the snacks, or since many of us work from home these days, change up the location and do your work from up there. In summary, the top 3 must-do hikes near Blacksburg and Roanoke include McAfee Knob, Dragon's Tooth, and Tinker Cliffs, also known as the Virginia Triple Crown. These hikes are super close to the Roanoke and New River Valley and not to be missed. If you do all three, you have earned the honor of wearing the RATC Triple Crown t-shirt. Easy on the eyes, hard on the thighs. You got that right. But it's well worth it. Happy hiking. So there you have it, the 3 must-do hikes near Roanoke and Blacksburg. If you found this list helpful, or if you'd like more information, click like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Happy hiking.